There's a lot you can do in Palia, and most things are run by skills. But what are these skills, you might ask? Well, look no further. Here's everything you need to know about skills in Palia, in the open beta anyways. There are 8 skills available for you to level: gardening, foraging, furniture making, hunting, fishing, insect catching, mining, and cooking. Every skill gets a bit more technical as you level up, gaining access to the respective stores and such, but also at times items required to use the skill effectively. Or even at all in some cases. As mentioned, you can preview a lot of that in the stores. Arrows for hunting magical creatures? Is that a spoiler? Oh, and once you hit level 10 in any skill, you can start earning skill medals that'll allow you to buy specialized equipment and recipes. We'll cover 4 of the skills in this video, so let's start with one of the big ones. Gardening involves planting, watering, weeding, and harvesting the various crops that are available to you. You can buy most seeds from the general store, not from Badroot, the actual farmer who sells gardening-specific items like I assumed he would, but you can buy additional crop plots from our gardening specialist. Each plant has a special perk associated with it. For example, tomato plants help keep nearby plants watered, and can also be harvested multiple times, by the way, which is really nice. This means you can intentionally manage your plants to get the best crop quality and yield. Or just plant in completely random fashion like I do because you're lazy. The easiest way to know what's going on with your plants is to inspect them, which you can do by holding the G key. This will show you the current state of your plants and which bonuses are applying to them. Now, because of this mechanic, you may find yourself wanting to replace which plants are where so you can get a more optimal yield. But at the moment, you'll need to wait for the crop to finish its growth cycle, as there's no way to remove plants. If you're a big fan of gardening, then there's something I recommend you pick up as soon as it's available to you. The seed collector maker thing. I don't know which name they wanted, so they picked both. You can slot in a bunch of whatever plant you want seeds from, and it'll work on them while you're out. Free seeds equals free money, so it's a great addition to your gardening. Now let's talk about foraging. This includes anything you pick up off the ground without using a tool. Mainly this includes various plants, mushrooms, shells, and any tree you can cut down, though you will need a tool for that. It's called an axe, in case you wanted to solve your problems like Minecraft, because you can't. You won't be able to harvest all the trees until you upgrade your axe though. Ashura has your specialty store for this skill. He'll also give you access to sawmills, which can convert your wood into planks. You'll need this early on for making your own house. Speaking of your house, let's talk about furniture making. This mechanic is pretty cool. Every time you make a new piece of furniture, you can choose up to 3 options for a new blueprint, or at least I think it's every time because I've never not had it. Compared to the other skills, this one has arguably the easiest progression for making new things, but it will require other skills, primarily foraging, to progress. This is an exclusively cosmetic skill used for designing and decorating your home, and you can't sell anything. What does this mean for you? Well, if your goal is to enjoy decorating your house with all the furniture you could want without needing to buy anything from Tish, this is the skill for you. Otherwise, well, it doesn't help you progress, and can't earn you money, at least not directly, so it's kinda useless. Honestly, I think you should be able to sell your hard work like Titch and drive her out of business, but it's still an open beta, so we can hope, right? Wait, you say it does have a purpose? Oh, that's right, the fabric glue maker. Again, with the names. This crafter allows you to make fabric from the cotton you can grow with gardening and leather from the Cernic hides you get from hunting, which we'll cover shortly. You need both in order to build some tools and crafting stations. So good job, Tish! You've given us, let me double check here, one useful thing. What, you want to know about the glass furnace? Smelt some stone into glass, which is used for more furniture. As expected. Moving on. Hunting! There's 2 types of creatures you'll spend most of your time attempting to forcibly remove from the surrounding fields. Cernic, which give you hide, horns, and meat, and Chappa, that give you tails, fur, and meat. Hassian and his welcoming personality is the one to talk about for your hunting needs. You'll be able to get bow upgrades and a variety of arrow recipes from him to add to your arsenal. Let's talk a little bit more about the hunt. The Cernic are graceful creatures that are easily spooked, but as long as you keep track of them in the distance, they'll eventually calm down so you can take another shot. The Chappa are an adorable, invasive species that Hassian has it out for, and they have a nasty habit of diving into the ground after being frightened, so make your shots count. Both creatures have a few types that take additional damage to put down, with the last version requiring a bit more work to deal with. The harder ones will drop better loot, so they are worth the effort. If you'd like to learn more about the skills in Palia, you'll want to subscribe because in my next video, I'll be covering the last 4. In the meantime, if you'd like to see my first impressions of the game, check out the video on the right. I'm your Benefactor, and I pray you have a wonderful day. There's a lot of things you can do in Palia, and one of the I should read what I'm about to say before I said it. There's a lot of things you can do in Palia. It's Palia. I know it's Palia. Palia. It's not Palia, it's Palia, according to the guy who does the announcer voice.